All right, guys, we are live here at Area 51 with this exclusive Alien Factory broadcast of the high strength of field race here in the Xfinity series and iRacing, and the cars are out on the grid. We got a different kind of safety car here tonight. They call it that's right, a safety car. That's what they call it in road racing, not the pace car. And I am joined in the broadcast booth tonight by my broadcast partners and colleagues, the man, the myth, the legend, and the number one team driver, Robert Cook, Scotty Stevens, Scooter Scotty Stevens, and the Admiral Tracy Rumschlag.
I'm gonna be ahead of you by turn 2.
And the Admiral, they are starting out here, and the cars are headed down the track as they start on their out lap.
Yeah, they're rolling off.
To blow both my
it's going to be 28 laps of action here.
More time.
It's going to be about survival tonight. So we'll see how they line up and how they get going.
It's easier to avoid the issue than be the issue.
You're talking to me on a road course. I'm going to be the issue either way.
I'm a fish out
Started up front then.
Sounds like the boys are talking to each other right now.
I'm a fish out of water on this damn stuff here. On this darn thing here.
Well, let's just look at our starting grid here. Starting out in first place, we had Nathan Nicholson.
You can if you want to.
Then second place is Octavio
I'm gonna need to. I'm
Rondalito. Not sure. I don't know him. Never heard him before. He's definitely
going
a road
through
racer.
This chicane
He's
right
number
here
one car here in this race, the highest road
lap.
I rating. Then you have John Jenkins, number 3, followed in 5th place by our championship points leader Cody Trelindi. 6th place Matt Rusi. Starting in 7th on the grid is Justin R. Smith. 8th Holden Gill. 9th Brandon Schmidt. And at number 10 in the starting grid is J.M. Carr. And I want to have an honorable mention here on the grid, and that's Mike T. Bruno. He's usually really quick.
I've got so many nicknames you can't fit them all on my head down. You have to give me a billboard.
Highest road I rating. I believe his road I rating is around 3,800. So Tracy, there you go. There's your starting grid tonight.
All right. We'll keep an eye on him. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be pulling for Bruno tonight between him and Cody Trelindi. We just got done practicing with Cody. He was getting around here pretty good, and I know Bruno, I've raced with him before, and he's pretty tough on the road courses. So as they come around on a parade lap, we'll just get lined up here, take a few minutes for ourselves, and kind of let the action unfold.
Got it. Now feel betrayed. Thanks, John.
See what's happening here.
Well, I'm just getting dizzy watching these guys go around in this pace lap.
Hold up, Tommy. This is a discussion among the top 5 here.
All right.
Holden, I bought one of your monitors. Someone needs you to execute Plan B.
This should be a good race. 28 laps. Indianapolis road course. Just updated today, I believe, if I remember right. So this is the new layout that they currently run.
New and laser scanned. Pace car is off, or the safety car they call it in road racing. And we got a good shot here from our eye in the sky and our virtual blimp here at Road Indy.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, they're settling down, getting ready to go.
Trace, let's see if there's any lap 1 turn 1 wrecks here.
Oh, I'm sure there will be in the back.
Flag.
And we're green.
They're laying back pretty nice here in the back anyways.
Sorting out single file. The only 2 side-by-sides that I see in the front is second and third positions.
So far, they just wiped out.
Third place just got turned. Sorting his way to the back.
Who was that got spun there?
7 on his car.
Might have been Octavio. He got run over from behind.
Yeah, the person who took advantage of all that, who was nice and clean there at the beginning, was Cody Trelindi. He's moved into third place now. Running that custom number 9 Ryko machine there in the black and red.
Nathan Nicholson leading.
Well, somebody went
taking a shortcut through the grass.
88 number.
He's going to have to park it for a little bit, huh? Isn't that
well, that's just
he's going to slow down, isn't it? It's just a slow down, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a slow down penalty, yeah.
Well, it looks like Octavio just manually disconnected, so his day is done. Well, Nathan Nicholson still leading.
He was very short-lived here in this race.
Yep. Hispano-America, if I remember correct. Looks like we got a couple guys at this start and park, guys.
Yeah, it was Matty Rusey that got off the grass, went through the grass, cut the field.
Cody Trellindy's still settling in at that third place.
And he just went off the track in turn 1. And he now turning through the grass, back on the track, turn 2.
Tell you what, these guys are pounding these curbs.
Well, Rusey's got some damage, it looks like, down the front of his car.
Yeah, he's been off the track a couple times now, Rusey has.
Mike Bruno settling in there in 10th position. So he's gained 1 spot since the race started here. But let's look for Mike Bruno to be our hard charger tonight. But let's just kind of watch him and see what happens.
So our top 3 right now is Nathan Nicholson, Casey Kostowitz, and Cody Trellindy.
Matt Rusey just had to serve a penalty and yield to traffic, and he has dropped back.
Yeah, Matt Rusey having a rough time of it there in that he's the number 4 here in this race. Custom number 88.
Yeah, 88. Yeah.
Here we go, checking back in with your leader now.
Is there any markers on there where you guys know when the corners are coming up?
Just at the end of the straightaway.
They're on
straightaway
the
and the infield
That's
straight.
Just on the fence.
Hey, what our leader, Nathan, he's still turning 1 minute 30 on his lap times. That's consistent to what he had with qualifying. Got pretty good race pace there. I'm just curious if these guys are going to have to pit one time for this race.
We see John Jenkins' car is a bit bent up there, pretty bad. Front, back, side, the whole thing's all busted up a bit. I mean, I guess as long as he's still got 2,000 RPM.
Matt Rusey just slingshot around Ricky Uding.
Yeah, I saw that. He was riding his bumper for a while there. Rick just let him go.
Yeah, I would let him go too, the way he's driving. He's driving that thing for all it's got, man. I mean, he is wheeling it in the corners.
A little blinking issue right now, too.
Yeah, but he sure is going after it.
Tell you what, I'm looking at Stint Analyzer right now, looking at the lap times gap to the leader. It looks like the guys in the middle, like Bruno and Gossett, looks like they might be saving a little, but they're actually pulling up on them guys. Like they're closing the gap up.
Again was off the road in turn 1.
I wouldn't consider Tommy as a road guy, but he's doing a pretty good job there. Take a picture of this here, Mikey. Bruno and Tommy, Mikey getting together. Mike Bruno.
There's John Jenkins coming down pit road. Looks like he's coming in early to fix some damage.
Sorry, Bruno.
Oh, you see that?
Tommy got to get Bruno.
Sounded like Tommy got into Bruno.
Here they are. Let's just go
Gotta
back
let
and
it go,
hit
man.
the Alien Factory podcast sponsored replay here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just hit my normal braking point. I didn't expect you to slow up that much. When I went to the inside, I just lost it. I'm sorry.
Here we go. Looks like it happened going into turn 1 as we're headed down the front stretch here. You guys can watch it there on your monitors.
And Bruno just went off the track a little.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Tommy says he slid up. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Tommy was underneath, it looks like, and then just overshot the corner.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Let's switch to rear chase here so everybody at home can see as well. Here's rear chase on Mike Bruno. Tommy shoots in.
Yeah, Tommy didn't. He cut the
just-
corner.
Yeah, he just goes right across Mike Bruno's nose there.
Yeah, he
Got
tried
in
to
a
go
little hot.
wide through there.
Right now, Bruno is struggling right now.
Yeah, it wasn't too big of a hit. Bruno's car should still be okay. Let's head back out and catch up with live action here as we saw that.
Tommy
That was
just-
definitely Tommy's fault. I don't know if he meant to, but he overdrove that corner big time.
Maybe it's Tommy that's struggling, I see.
Let's look here. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage on the left side of Bruno's car. I mean, it's not, I guess it's not horrible, but let's look at the right front suspension here and see what we can see.
There's a little bit of there on the side there. There's a little bit of rub.
Creased. It's definitely creased.
Yeah, and his hood's creased too, and there's the damage on the front fender.
Yeah, if this is a oval, I would say it's going to slow him down a little bit. I don't think it's going to matter too much on this.
That front tire is rubbing against the fender well there, so we'll see where they'll shoot that on him.
Well, they don't have flat tires here, do they? So.
Well, there you go. One benefit to racing and iRacing, they're flat tires.
Well, you know, 2050, I believe they're going to come out with that.
2050.
There's Mike Bruno in that liquid molly car. Got a little loose there coming out of that turn. And then we still see ahead of him Matt Rusi, who's got a decent amount of damage on his car. And we also have the Mighty Duck, Matty Clark, right there in front of Mike Bruno as well.
Tommy Gossett's slowly catching these guys.
Yeah, as long as you don't run nobody else over.
Yeah, Matt Rusi in the pit.
He had some issues beginning.
Yeah, it's kind of a trade-off right now between Gossett and Rusi. They're both gaining on the leader. Closing gaps, that's for sure.
And there's Tommy Gossett in his black and chrome Reaper paint job.
Yeah, I thought it looked like Bruno for a minute. I thought it was Bruno's car.
Mike Bruno 1.3 seconds off the leader.
Hey, Tommy just cut the corner.
Yeah, it looked like he drove over that curb. I wonder if he got penalized.
It doesn't look like it, does it?
Let's focus here on the leader. The leader is still Nathan Nichols. He qualified in the pole and has led every lap of the race so far. We're on lap 6 currently. With that Higley sponsorship there on the back of his car, and he's in that black car with the light blue aqua colored trim. And let's take a deep dive and look at his road stats here. I know that he's kind of an unsuspecting leader. He's the number 10 car here starting off.
What do you call it, a ringer?
Yeah, the ringer. There you go.
A road course ringer.
Let's look here. Let's bring up his driver stats. He's your current leader. His road I rating is 1877. His road license is an A 4.99, and he's definitely shown it here in this race. I don't think he's even been off course once. He's really rock solid here. Very consistent laps, Tracy, as you were pointing out here in the race.
What's his I rating? What's his I rating for road?
His road I rating is 1877.
Not all that bad.
Yeah, and he started in the pole position, currently running first. His fastest lap tonight was 1 minute 30 seconds, 0.4, and his last lap was 1 minute 31.6. So he's fell off about 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I don't know how Tommy's not getting penalized of those 4 wheels. I don't know. It must be a split second. iRacing's not catching it or what?
But now
right now the leader's got a handle on everything. He's commanded this race since the drop of the green. He's the fastest car out there.
But if you look at Casey Kwasinski's, I can't pronounce his last name. I'm just going to call him Casey. Kostowicz. If you look at Casey Kostowicz out there, I mean, he's only about 5 car lengths behind him. I mean, he's kept up with him the whole race, running really solid competitive laps right with him. Their last lap, actually, the number 2 car was ahead by a few hundredths of a second. So, I mean, they're running pretty identical laps here. So these cars, you can see them right there on your screen, the 1 and 2 cars, they're running right together.
I'd say Casey's just pacing right now. He knows that he's hanging on to the leader, and there's no sense in overdriving it to go take the lead. So I'm thinking Casey's probably just lining him up, just biding his time.
I believe you're right. I agree with Tracy there on that one. I think Casey's just coasting along behind, and when he sees a moment, he's going to take advantage of it.
Are they going to be able to make it without pitting?
Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuel is. That's what I was curious about. I would think being a B open, they probably have to pit, I would hope.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too. So Casey is a Ryko driver. You see the Ryko sponsorship right there on his car. Kim was telling us he had 2 drivers in this race. Casey must be the other one. And Casey has a road I rating of 39.19. If I was to guess on somebody who's going to be the strongest person tonight in this high strength of field race, I would have guessed Casey here with his 39.19 I rating. It's almost 4,000 a road. That's pretty tough. His safety rating though is 2.43. But here's the thing: in road, don't really pay too much attention to the safety rating, because a lot of guys will take 1X's on purpose if it's faster around the track, if they're trying to get around somebody, or they're trying to put down some fast laps. So the safety rating on road sometimes will take a hit just for trying to be faster. I know at Coda, they were given 1X's for just the normal line that people in real life were taking that wasn't even off tracks, just by hitting the rumble strips and stuff. So again, don't pay too much attention to the fact that his safety rating is 2.43. He's had a perfect race so far, hasn't even been off track one time. He gridded in 3rd place, guys. Currently running 2nd. His fastest lap was a 30.7, and his last lap was a 31.9. So he's had about the same fall off as the leader. About 1.2 seconds is his fall off from his first lap.
Ken came in here and said these guys have been practicing quite a bit. Ken was practicing almost all day with this setup.
Yeah, he spent most of the day working on trying
Ken
to get something figured out.
He was building it because the track just released this morning, so they had to spend the afternoon building the set.
That's dedication. Miss work and just come in here and practice.
What happens when you're the boss?
That's right. When you're the boss and everybody else has to work, you're the one stuck building.
Right.
This is his job, though, isn't it? Full time. Right, go.
We'll have to have another podcast just to figure it out.
He was on last night. It was a pretty good interview. You guys get a chance to see that. Please do. It's pretty good, interesting with stuff he's coming out with.
It was very enjoyable.
He's coming out with a lot of new stuff for Ryko and telemetry and all that stuff. Even little guys like me can almost understand it.
Yeah, guys, Ken Byron, he was our first guest on our inaugural podcast, the episode 1 of the Alien Factory podcast, Sunday nights, 10 o'clock. But he's came back now as we've hit episode 14. We've been doing this several months now. We're about 5 months in. He came back for episode 14 last night to talk about Ryko Performance Manager. It's a really great tool. Go back and watch that last night, or go back and watch the podcast from last night, and you see what they're doing with Ryko Performance Manager.
The whole job.
And you see that P1 and P2 passing lap traffic now.
And they got their eyes on another one in front of them.
We've been with the leaders here for a while. Let's stick with them for a few more minutes as they make their way through some lap traffic.
Just riding with them, the leader right now, Mike, and it's impressive how he just keeps his wheel so steady through the corners, and he got a little loose there, had to back steer a little bit, but
the lap car might have thrown him off.
He wanted to get by that lap car before that exit, yeah.
My steering wheel, there's something wrong with my steering wheel. I just can't turn right on mine, so I can't do road courses at all.
Well, now that we're through the lap traffic, let's get back and check in with a few guys about mid-pack. Let's go check in with Ricky Udding. He's running that signature Pepsi car that he runs all the time, and Ricky's running right in the middle of the track, or right in the middle of the pack in 11th position, having a pretty solid race. His car is all intact, no scratches or dings anywhere on it, as you can see it there on your monitors, guys. It's sometimes slow and steady wins the race, man. You got to keep a good pace, and you'll have a lot of these guys. This is a long race. We're on lap 11 of 28. You're still gonna have a lot more guys wrecking and disconnecting, and so just running a nice solid pace there and keeping your car clean, like Ricky's doing, can pay off and get you a pretty decent finish.
Yeah, it looks like Ricky's fighting a little bit of a tight condition at the moment.
The leader got loose a little bit, and Casey gained a little bit more spots on him. Looks like we're coming up to probably a possibly pass pretty soon.
We just went past the 10-lap average, and Nathan still got this in check. He's the fastest car on the track, and now on the average lap time that Casey is on pace with the leader, Nathan. So, yeah, he might just be sitting there riding, saving his stuff. So, yeah, another 4 laps. We'll be at halfway, and then see what he's got.
Matt Rusi just blinked off the track. Went back to check with him. He's running 12th position, but that car is still all banged up, and he's struggling there in 12th. Heading on back, Trace, we've got here the number 8 car. This is Jason Conklin. He's new here to the Monday night Strength of Field races. His car is pretty beat up there in that silver, red, and black machine, as you see on your screen now. Then we got Richard Pruitt in 14th position. He's the lap traffic that the leaders just passed there a while back. So he's in that dark blue Pepsi car, and so there's where you have it. Your lap traffic goes clear back. 14th position is the last car on the lead lap, I believe, as the lap traffic is making, or the leaders are making.
Mike, you might want to jump back to the
leaders because they got a fight going on here.
Yeah, Casey's leaning on him pretty good. I think he's going for it here. He's gonna try to get Nathan here.
There we are.
It's a little bit better on some corners, and Casey's better on some corners than Nate.
Yeah, his braking is amazing. He's really eating him up under braking. I think Nathan's just trying to not make a mistake.
Tommy Gossett all over Holden McGill at the same time that's going on up front there.
Yeah, Nathan pulled back a couple car lengths, but it's tight. If Nathan makes any kind of mistake, Casey's going to move right in there.
He did get loose a lap or two ago, and Casey got right on him. Looks like they're both of them not trying to do anything stupid. They're just trying to maintain their stuff.
Yeah,
just logging laps.
You got about the same amount of distance there between Holden McGill and Tommy Gossett. They're nose to tail.
I believe Tommy Goss is starting to get a little bit impatient. He's been right up there on his bumper a couple times on the last lap.
Not Tommy getting impatient.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Tommy's usually a pretty clean race.
Yeah, Tommy's got a date with the trophy girl.
He's a good racer. He's clean.
See what he does here on a straightaway. See if he can slide under this guy and set him up.
No, I don't think not yet.
No? He's looking.
Makes his move. There he goes.
He's looking, trying to get him under braking.
That's how he got Bruno. What?
Oh, and both cars.
He gave it back.
Yep, gave it back. There you go. Tommy is itching for that position.
Yeah, but he did the right thing, though. He didn't run him over, and he let up on him. He didn't hold him down.
You know, if Mikey was in that car, Mikey would just hit him and say, oops, sorry.
Just send it.
Sorry, got loose, not intentional.
Just send it.
I was talking about you, not Mike Cook.
Here we go.
Here we go.
In time.
And they're banging.
Casey banged him to get around him.
Worst place to dive bomb.
I bet Nathan's a little salty after that one. Wow.
Yeah, he dove bombing.
I don't know.
Let's see if anything happens here. I think they're a little spread out. Doesn't look like Nathan's car has too much damage. Looks like they pretty much made it through that. That was pretty low speed impact.
I'm underneath you.
Let's go back here at the official Alien Factory podcast replay here and go check out what happened.
Watching your stuff now, Mikey, this seat. Said he turned right when he did that and tried to throw a block at the same time.
And now we've got it all queued up. Let's go to that far chase camera to where we can see exactly what's going on here. And we're going to zoom right in here. We're on Nathan's car. He goes in. Doesn't look like a dive bomb to me. It looks like he was there, but
he was there. He's wheel to wheel with him. He's got the line.
See there.
Yeah, it looks like Nathan actually starts to come down a bit. Yeah.
Well, Nathan had to commit. You know what I mean?
Trying to squeeze him out is what he's trying to do. Squeeze him down in that corner.
Right.
Yeah.
And he didn't squeeze. He just held his line.
I would say if there's anybody to blame here, it's Nathan, because the other guy had position. I mean, this is road racing. The other guy had position.
Yeah, that's completely different against Oval.
And Nathan, instead of Nathan yielding to him like he should have, he came down on him. So, yeah, I know Nathan was upset saying that the one car dove bomb him, but I'm gonna side with the one car
Looks
here.
like he had his position.
Yep. I think that was Nathan's
we got a 14 spinning on. I don't know what turn it was there.
So that was that. That was the pass for the lead. Let's catch back up here with live racing. And it looks like
Lee
Casey
Higley,
is
the 14,
extending his
just
lead
came out
now.
of a spin.
One lap down.
Damage done.
Everybody looks like they're pretty well spread out now.
Well, we're right at halfway now in the race. So now we'll see if there's a pit stop strategy or what they got going on here. But the one car's just walking away.
Tommy's getting closer to Holden here.
Hey, what? They are using up some track in the infield there. I wouldn't be shy about using that light gray area. They are using that up.
Tommy's setting up for a pass, it looks like.
Probably wearing his mirrors out.
Yeah.
This is probably the best racing on the track right now. We'll stick with it.
Yeah, he's backed off a little bit. Giving him a little space.
That's not a penalty.
And here he goes for his move
Tommy's
to the
making a
outside.
move down the inside.
Well, hopefully it's the same because NASCAR, you can take a big old chunk like that.
Okay, I thought you'd be. Oh, there's a wreck up front. Oh. Car spin out in front
side
of
by
him.
side with
really
Golden
good
McGill
going
now.
through there.
Tommy edges past him. There you go. Tommy Gossett now in 5th place.
Setting them up.
For somebody that doesn't do any road racing, as Tommy was saying, that was a pretty good setup.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
Keep down, Tommy's a racer, bottom line. Well, Casey took over for the fast lap average, 15 lap average at 1 minute 32 seconds.
Tommy's
over
coming up
Justin.
lap traffic now.
Well, it would have been something if they had all 26 cars on this track, you know?
Yeah, it'd have been a little more congested than what it was.
Yeah, I think they should do is have at least 32 cars on the track. What do you think, guys? Let's have some banging going on. Have some banging going on.
I think there was only 2 splits. You'd had to put them both together.
Yeah, they would have been. It's only like 26 cars, and I think they should have put them all together. I don't know, having a road course with a bunch of me's out there, it wouldn't be very pretty. Tommy's getting a little pushy-loosey.
A little bit. Guys, what are the good actions happening out there on the track? Looks like Nathan has fell clear back to 9th position. I wonder if he's pitted already.
No, I don't think he has.
He hadn't pitted. He hadn't pitted yet. He had a real bad lap at 14.
No, he did.
15.
No, he did. He pitted on lap 16. I've got it marked down here. My Race Lab apps there, our tool that helps us keep track of that stuff.
right.
I show him going in on lap 16.
All right, now we know. What if he had some damage he had to get repaired?
No, I think he was pretty much just splitting up his laps there and taking a little
I don't show it on mine. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. I don't know why I'm behind.
Robert, I'm always right.
No.
Just ask my wife. She'll tell you.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's kind of a long day for Mike Bruno. I thought he would have better car speed than he did, but I'm sure he's doing better than me, but wow. Minute 36.
Tommy Gossett done really well. He's drove himself to 4th place now. Grid 15th. That's 11 spots.
Well, Tommy picked that up that extra position in the 4th whenever Nathan went into pit there on lap 16.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out too. Looks like Matt Russi's at pit at some point in time too. John Jenkins.
Got a fight going on for, I guess, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Brandon Smith. Really a fight. Never mind.
Well, that's definitely the most action on the track. You got 3 of them all lined up there together, with Brandon Schmidt in the middle. Just want to point out that only NASCAR would go to one of the greatest ovals in the world and run a road course race.
Hey, Mike, are you looking at our broadcast on YouTube? Looks like there's some comments in the chat.
Well, what they have to say?
Oh, that was before the race started, saying we had no sound, but I did that on purpose, cut the sound out as qualifying was going on. And I'll do that from time to time, as we get the live stream going and we're doing our pre-race pre-production stuff. I'll run with no sound so we can talk freely with each other, and you guys can check out qualifying. Those were old comments from back then, but as soon as the race gridded up, we got the volume kicking, and we are loud and clear here on the YouTubes.
Thanks for clearing that up, Mike. Now you know.
As you can see,
Ricky U is going to get past here from the leader.
Well, if you can see that on the back of, if you can see on the back of Brandon Schmidt's car.
Oh, there. Wow, he just flat blew the corner.
Yeah,
he
Rick
whipped the corner.
Talking about Rick?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he was looking in the rearview mirror and saw the leaders coming.
Yeah.
Matty D is working on the JM car. He is closing in on him.
Here's Ricky Udding as a leader.
Hey, I think he heard the leaders coming and he just kind of overshot it. I didn't mean to give that much room, but.
Well, they are stretched out to here.
Yeah, this is going to be it, Robert. Yep. And he give too much room. Looks like he's up on the high side here when he comes into the turn. This is the replay here. Yeah, he just overshot it in the grass.
Yeah, he just went in a little too hot. That's it. Trying not to interfere with the leaders, I bet.
I'm curious now. Let's see if this turns out to be a Casey Kostowitz benefit race here, because he is walking away.
Brandon Smith is having problems. He is spinning all over the place. Like his back end must be, wore out or something.
Yeah, Brandon Schmidt, he's broadcasting on YouTube now, doing live streams. You can look him up on YouTube, check out his channel. He advertises it on the back of his car, always trying to help out another YouTuber.
Struggling right now. He needs a pit or tires all wore out.
Yeah, Matty Clark is riding on his tail. I think he's running him down. We'll see how this goes and see how what kind of a move Matty Clark can make on JM car here.
Off in the grass.
Hey, what? Ken Byron has got Casey tuned up today. He is romping these guys.
Matty Clark is slowing down. I don't know if he's got issues or he got a real bad penalty.
What happened? He got off in the grass. He had to give it.
Now you don't have to. You can just kind of let off a little bit and still not really stop to work out that penalty, right?
It looked like he had some kind of problem. He could have lost steering or something because he just all of a sudden went to the right and into the grass.
Robert, you're correct. You don't have to stop. You just got to slow down. The slower you go, the quicker the penalty leaves.
Right, and you got so much time to do it before you get.
So I was wondering, how long do you have to clear the penalty?
Matty Clark got in the grass a little bit there, and he got passed by both Brandon Schmidt and J.M. Carr are now ahead of him, along with Nathan Nicholson.
Robert, I can't remember on that penalty. It might be 30 seconds, 25 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, you got 30 seconds to slow down from one of those.
Yeah. Woo.
You can slow down a little bit of the east corner a little bit and probably got it.
Yeah, that's the best time
to
throw one of those penalties is to slow down early in the corner.
Yeah, we got a dirt race coming up right after this, don't you, Mikey? Or are you going to broadcast that one, Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan Waddell coming up.
Yeah, Nathan Waddell, he's a friend of the channel, pro driver. Been on the podcast a couple times, coming up at 9 o'clock in the first Pro Series race over there in the Dirt Outlaw cars.
Yeah, look for the alien head on his car.
That's right, he's running an alien head. He is part of the Alien Nation.
Right.
Yeah, he was pretty proud of getting
I would say you can
Pro
look,
Series.
But you can't touch, but since you made it, you have all the rights.
Yeah, he's excited, that's for sure. It's going to be exciting tonight. I already sent him a message. He's ready to go.
Nathan Nicholson just passed J.M. Carr. He is on the move. He is up to 6th position now, and he pitted there on lap 16. And so out of the leaders, he's the one that pitted already. The rest of the leaders there above him have not pitted yet. You got positions 1 through 5 have not pitted, and that's Casey, Justin, Cody, Tommy, and Holden McGill are the top 5, and they have not, I repeat, have not pitted yet.
We only got 7 laps to go, and this baby's going to be over.
Yeah, they're either going to try to make it without pitting, or they're just going to take a quick splash of fuel with just a lap or 2 left to go.
Yeah, maybe no tires.
Some of these guys are driving, their tires are shot.
Yeah, that's a strategy I've seen play off. It depends on how much you do some practice. Depends on how much your fall off is on your tires. Depending on whether or not that pit stop with taking tires is going to make that much of a difference. That extra 10 seconds it takes to get tires versus the couple gallons splash of fuel.
Casey Kostowicz is still running laps faster than I run with fresh tires. That's not saying
battle
much
right
to
here.
me.
The battle right here. It looks like Nathaniel just gave up a position to Holden McGill. Holden McGill got around him.
1.32, that's not too bad of a lap, is it?
No, I tell you what, we haven't been on the leader much this race because he's just been so dominant. He's kind of checked out. Let's go check in with him and look at how a pro drives this road course here, guys.
He's just really smooth, doing a good job.
That's how I drive the road courses.
You don't drive road courses.
Oh, that's right.
You say your wheel can't turn right.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, what he said.
But if I did road courses, I'd be driving just like that.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not even hustling the car either.
No, he's just in a rhythm. He's just smooth.
Licking laps off.
That little crinkle, I guess he got that when he made that pass, huh? The hood's a little crinkled up there.
Yeah, but that's not slowing him up none.
Well, 2050, that wheel's slowing down because iRacing will come out with the flat tires issue.
He's about to pass the same guy for a second time. Same guy just got lapped twice. There you go, guys. We'll set in here. We can go a full lap here in the driver's seat with Casey Kostowicz.
But you can look forward. 2050, we'll have if you're rubbing somebody a little hard, you will be getting flat tires.
Casey is the ringer here from Ryko for this road course.
And Byron's got to be the happiest guy here.
Yeah, Ken spent the afternoon, took off work, spent the afternoon building this setup that Casey's running and winning this race with, so he's got to be happy with that. And Cody Trelindi, who is the other Ryco driver in this race, he's also our championship points leader so far for this 39-week season here in the Xfinity Open Series in iRacing. He's in third place running the same set as well. So, yeah, Ken's got to be really happy with what he built running first and third here in this High Street to Refield race on this Monday night, July the 25th.
Like we got 5 laps to go.
You telling me they're going to make this without probably pitting?
I'm thinking.
Well, that means
sorry, they got 3 laps to go. It's lap 25.
That means
My
Nathan
bad.
just wanted tires. Then if they can make it without pitting here with 4 laps to go, then Nathan just wanted the fresh tires. Kind of worked out for him. Nathan's worked he's worked himself all the way back up to 4th position now, guys. So Nathan,
but he's like 30 seconds behind the Cody right now. I don't know if that would have paid off or not.
Yeah, it just depends. I'm not sure what his fall off would have been. It's kind of interesting to watch this race and see how it plays out. And it's going to be a good judge for everybody else who's watching, all of our viewers and everybody who's logged into iRacing watching from the spectator view. It's really going to determine how a lot of people run this race this week, when they're going to take tires and just go all the way on fuel if they can on their set. So we'll kind of see how it plays out here and what kind of lap times they're running at the end and how much fall off the cars that did not pit.
No.
What kind of lap times?
Casey hasn't pit, right?
Yeah,
No.
so Casey has not pitted. He's in P1. P2 is Justin Smith, has not pitted. P3, Cody Trelindi has not pitted. In 4th place, Nathaniel Nicholson did pit. Tommy Gossett's in 5th place. He did not pit. Holden McGill did not. 7th place, Jimmy Carr did not. In fact,
Nathan's the only one?
No, nobody else pitted until you get down to Matt Rusi, who's in 10th place. But he pitted on lap 6 for damage, so I really wouldn't count that as a tire stop.
I know if I raced it, I wouldn't pit because I'd be going so darn slow. I'd be saving a lot of fuel.
Same thing. John Jenkins, number 3, he went on lap 4 because of damage. So the only other person that's out on the track still running that pitted for tires was the number 14 car in 15th position, and that was Lee Higley. So Lee Higley and Nathan Nicholson are the only ones that actually pitted just to get fresh tires.
We got half the field down a lap, so that's a pretty stout drive that Casey's got going on. Plus, he's got a 25, almost 26-second lead over 2nd place, Justin R. Smith.
I wonder how popular.
Pretty
Sorry,
much stomping him. What's that?
I wonder how popular this track is going to be this week. You know, is it really worth running a road course to ruin the popularity of running an oval? Come on, iRacing.
No, this is a big deal, especially at Indy. You've got IndyCar and these guys this week.
Well, yeah, and Casey, he's talking about running lapping half the field. He is currently he's working his way up to the number 10 position of Matt Rusi, who he's getting ready to lap next, and he's about a second and a half or so behind him, running at a brisk pace. So I assume I'm pretty sure he's going to get past him before the checkered flag drops. So at the end of this deal, he's going to pass all the way up and lap all the way up through 10th position. So only the top 9 cars are going to be on the lead lap, and that's starting with Brandon Schmidt. They are 9th position.
Look out. Jesus Christ.
I was talking about like the B people, with the B Open guys. The popularity is not going to be all that great here that it would have been if they ran the oval.
Something happened back there around Mike Bruno. Let's go back and get our replay here of the Alien Factory replay and check this thing out.
Mike's been struggling all race. Mike's going to figure it out. He'll be up to the front before the end of the week.
Was a good move, though, Justin.
Yeah, it looks like the 24 car.
The 24 car missed the course, came up and hit that black car there. And then he came down and smacks Bruno. Wow. Yeah, that 24 car, whoa, he is, that was a little bit of rough action there. So let's catch back up with live action. You don't want to miss the finish of the race.
Yep, we're coming down to it. Should be coming up the last lap.
Yeah, it was a little bit of rough luck there by Bruno. Gotten hit a few times now by cars and turns. First by Tommy Gossett, and then there by the 24 car in that dark red.
Mike's a lap down right now. Anyway, it's the first car lap down.
Yeah, that's Richard Pruitt is the one that in that dark blue Pepsi car that hit Bruno there, and the other car there with him.
And the leader took the white flag.
There we go.
Mike,
let's stick with.
We got a chance
here.
of getting the leader.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can probably get both the fellas there, the first and third place from Ryko.
Okay.
We just have to send a message to Ken telling him to send him over.
Yep.
Well, what I was saying earlier is that I know Indies are running this thing, but for participation, I think iRacing should have just stuck with the oval for the B.
Yeah, and the leader ended up making it past Matt Rusi, so it's official. The only cars in the lead lap are the top 9.
But I guess I'm the only one doing it because you guys keep on cutting me off when I make my comment like that.
Sorry.
Which iRacing will just put the ovals, and that's it. I don't know.
We're going to have a lot of road course ringers this week.
What a final lap here by Casey. He is really being strong and finishing strong here on this white flag lap. Yeah,
he drove a heads-up race. Got into a little bit of an incident, but there, it was time to go. There was nothing he could do about it. So
he had the line on the guy when he went down below there. The guy should have known he was there and not cut him off.
There he is, kicking it loose, fishtailing down the front stretch as he wins the race.
What's the finishing order here?
Good race.
Ryko Motorsports. Casey Kostowitz.
First and third.
Yeah. Cody Trelindi. Justin in the middle. Justin R. Smith in the middle of the Ryko sandwich there.
And we
Nathan
still have
Nicholson.
some cars out on the track. Mike Bruno is there with 3 other cars all stacked up. You got Mike Bruno, Ricky Udding, and
Ricky
John
just went
Jenkins.
Off the track again.
Yeah, they're all, and there they come across the finish line. Mike Bruno takes 11th
I hit the damn wall. I was
race,
trying to go through with you two.
followed by Ricky Udding in 12th, John Jenkins in 13th.
Somebody was
I appreciate the 4X. Oh well.
Well, Tommy did pretty good. Started 15th, finished 6th. That's coming up the field pretty good. Pushed some people out of the way, but he did good.
And the final car on the track is Lee Higley. He'll be finishing a couple laps down there in 14th position. And
he finished.
Yeah, well, he's finished the race, and actually he's in 15th position. I'm sorry, he's number 14 car, 15th position.
I was trying, Tommy.
So we'll stick with him as we get the last car finishing finishing the race here, crossing that finish line.
Let's see if we can get the podium guys for interviews.
There you go.
We want to make sure we go see Nathan Waddell.
Checkered flag waves for the last time.
No, I just really wish iRacing wouldn't do this for us. I want the oval. I wanted the oval. But I don't get what I want.
Nope. Now the checkered flag waved for the last time, let's bring up our unofficial Area 51's official, unofficial results here for this Indy road course race. Tracy, help me here. Casey, what's Casey's last name?
I was going to say it's Casey Kostowitz.
Kostowitz, yes. Yep. Kostowitz. Casey Kostowitz is your winner, driving for Ryko, the first place, Casey Kostowitz. Second place, Justin R. Smith. Third place, another Ryko driver, Cody Trelindi, who's also our overall championship points leader. Fourth position, Nathan Nicholson. Only one there on the lead lap that pitted for tires, and I'm not sure how well it worked out for him. I don't know where he would have finished, but he still had a top 5 finish just outside of the podium. Fifth place, Holden McGill. Sixth place, Tommy Gossett. Seventh place, Matty D. Clark, as Robert Cook affectionately refers to him as the Mighty Duck. Eighth position, you got J.M. Carr. Ninth, Brandon Schmidt. And rounding out your top 10 is Matt Rusi. But I just want to point out, Matt Rusi was not on the lead lap. He's the only one in your top 10 who did not finish on the lead lap.
Oh, so we have Cody in the room.
There we go. We got
Welcome, Cody, to the broadcast booth. Cody Trelindi, how was your race?
Long. That will take everything you've got to finish that thing. A lot of mental capacity used there.
Ken came in earlier today, and he stayed off work and helped work on this setup all day. It looked like it paid off. First and third, good job.
Yeah, absolutely. So really proud of the speed we had there. It was just a mental error I had through the chicane there. And hit the wall. Probably had 30 or seconds of damage there. So that hurt our chances to keep P2 there. But very happy with the speed. We put a lot of laps into this today.
Yeah, you were practicing earlier. I got a privilege to ride around with you. I think I was more in the way than anything, but at least thanks for sharing the track with me today. But yeah, you were logging some laps. I could see why you wore out, brother. This place is you can't let down any, that's for sure. So, but yeah, it looks like you had a good start. Rode around most of the race. You were right to the front, but looks like Casey just started walking away, and that was it, man. Everybody else is riding for second.
Yeah, Casey's unreal on these road courses here. So, trying to learn from him and his brother to get this road course stuff under my belt.
Yeah, he would be someone that's probably really good at doing that. So yeah, absolutely. Mike, any chance of getting Casey so we can have a word with him?
Yeah, we'll talk about that Nathan and that little block move or whatever going into turn one there.
Well, I was looking for Casey over in the Ryko Discord there, Cody, and I'm not seeing him. If somebody over there on your side, I sent a message to Ken if somebody could send him an invite here to the Alien Factory. Anybody who's in the Alien Factory member here can send an invite to anybody else. So yeah, if you guys have Casey in your friends list, send him an invite over, and we'd appreciate that.
Yeah,
Casey,
unfortunately, I think he had a prior engagement after the race, so he had to squeeze that in. So he might not be available, unfortunately.
Well,
that's probably why he had to stop. I was going to say, that's how come he had to go in no fuel and just keep on going. You know, he had no time. He had prior great engagements.
Well, that's all right.
Cody, what was the mileage like? How many laps could you get out of a tank here? I mean, was there any possibility of running out of fuel today?
I don't think there is. I believe coming around the last lap, it said I had 5 laps left, so I don't think fuel's going to be an issue. More so with tires. I was really struggling there at the end, and I saw, I believe his name was Nathan, was coming there at the end.
Right.
So it really just comes down to timing. If you're quick enough, I think you can one-stop it and potentially get your track's position back. But we had enough pace to keep a little gap between me and him.
It looked like it was a 20-second gap at least.
Yeah, and we were real curious talking about the one-stop. And I mean, Nathan is Nathan Nicholson finished 4th place, and he was the only car on the lead lap that pitted for tires. So we were real curious how that was going to work out for him. I think when he pitted, he was in 2nd place, maybe 2nd or 3rd, something like that when he pitted. So it looks like, I mean, he ran a clean race after the pit stop, so it looks like it's not going to pay off to go in and take tires. As long as you take care of your tires and it holds out, looks like the safer bet is to stay out on the track as far as time goes.
I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, so let me ask you this, Cody, since Casey had a prior engagement and you're representing both of you, what did y'all think of the new track over there? Like, as you guys were working on the set, building the set, practicing today, they went out and got a new laser scan, updated the track just in time for the race tonight. You know, earlier this afternoon or this morning they updated the track, and that's going to make it tough for you guys as well. Working on putting out a setup to sell for everybody to be able to have something decent to drive, and not having the track available to practice on until this morning or late morning, early afternoon. So yeah, kind of a couple different questions. How did you like it, and what was it like trying to cram together there with you and Ken and the guys trying to put together a setup?
I ended up really enjoying it. It's not the easiest road course, but honestly, I hadn't turned a lap before, say, 11 o'clock this morning on this place. So, including even the old version of it. So, it's really fun. If you hit it right, you can be really fast. Something you can learn is if you miss it by a couple feet on your braking marks, it's going to slow you down by half a second. So, very technical, I feel like, in comparison to some of the other road courses that we run. But very thankful to the guys. I'm literally just a steering wheel holder, so they gave me an option to drive what they were building, and I drove it, and they made the right clicks on it. So very, very happy with Spencer and Ken for grinding on that this morning. And turned out really well for us.
Yeah, Scotty. I was going to say, Scotty went and got that set up just a little while ago, and he said it handles pretty good.
Yeah, I went and got it after I rented you, Cody, because I couldn't stop the car.
So,
Not a problem at all.
So
I was
Cody,
so hard on the brakes, I was sliding, I just couldn't stop.
I think that's the last official setup question I'm ever going to ask you. Your answer is I just hold the wheel. So there you go. They made the right clicks. There you go. You said they made the right clicks and I hold the wheel. So there you have it, the setup advice from Cody Trelindi, your championship points leader in the iRacing Xfinity series this season. His words of wisdom on setups.
Yeah, man, I usually just turn left, and this week they have me turning right. So luckily we held on for a top 5.
Robert claims his wheel don't turn right. It's got a lock on it.
Yeah, well, it won't. It's hard to save a car too when it gets loose. It don't turn right.
That's funny.
Well, Cody, man, I tell you what, you guys are off to a good start this week as far as the team goes for finishes. Yeah, Ryko's picked up their first win this week there with Casey and the win, and you were there rounding out the podium. What do you guys?
How far ahead are you? How far are you ahead in second place now?
So as of right now, it's showing I'm at 4,963 points, and Schmidt's at 4,557. So we've got just a little bit over a 400-point lead here.
You got 4 throwaways you could do, 4 worst finishes you can throw away.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. We're trying to hold on to our drop weeks for all these road courses where you can finish P3 and only get 100 points. Just gonna keep doing what we're doing, man.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on your guys' finish tonight, and looks like you're gonna have a good week this week here at Indy at the new road course, which is a lot different than the old one. So if you guys haven't turned some laps on it, I think it's a little better. It's a bit of a slow road course, and at least it was last on the old scan. So guys, be careful out there. Get a lot of practice. We appreciate Cody stopping by. Cody, you got anything you want to mention here as we close out the interview? Anybody you want to thank or anything you guys want to bring up or talk about over there at Ryko?
Yeah, as always, very thankful to our guys putting these really fast setups. I think we're leading the A-Open right now as well, so that's really exciting. So Ken Byron, Brandon Hall, Joey Brown, Brad for building these setups for us.
You guys are leading in several different series, not just the B, but several different series. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe we hold the championship spot for NIS Open. We've got 1 through 4 in A Open, and then B Open, I'm leading the points there too. So really exciting what we've got going over here at Ryko.
Well, I don't think we're going to have any wall of shame this week because of the road course.
Definitely hope not.
Yeah, that's one of our most popular segments. It may hurt the podcast. I'm just joking. Hey, Cody, man, appreciate you stopping by. And even though Casey won the race and had to bolt out, we appreciate you coming over and representing the team there with that great finish you guys had. And we just appreciate you always stopping by and hanging out with us and doing these interviews. It's much appreciated. It makes these broadcasts a little better. So appreciate that from you guys. And I want to thank my broadcast team tonight. We had the Admiral Tracy Rumschlag in here with us, the man, the myth, the legend, Robert Cook, and Scooter Scotty Stevens rounded out our broadcast team, along with myself, Mr. Excitement Mike Howerton. We are so glad to have you with us here for this race. If you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. To subscribe to the channel helps us out and helps our channel grow. We are now over 500 subscribers, and we are about a little over halfway to our goal now. So thank you very much. Just keep on hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Only hit it once though. You don't want to unsubscribe. And anyway, get down to the description below. All kind of cool goodies for you guys down there.
Are we going to go straight to the road course? Dirt races pretty soon?
Well, we may. But guys, appreciate you being here for this broadcast and for our entire broadcast team here at Area 51 and all these cool Alien Factory productions we're putting out. Appreciate y'all being here with us. And as always, we will see you in the next one.